The title of my presentation is Québec Quantique Catching the Wave. So we try to have impact on the quantum technology at the government of Quebec. So I will explain how we will try and how we try to do so. So our vision is that we have a long-term vision. So and we try also to have a measurable impact in the short term, because in the ministry name we have Economy and Innovation. So my minister just want me to have impact on the economy in the short term. So our goal is to achieve in a 10-year horizon a low error quantum computer. So how can we do that is first of all to stimulate the fundamental research, and we will also stimulate the applied research, education, and training. We need high qualified personnel to run those machines when they will be available. We also want to have access to a world class infrastructure. So we want to have access to quantum computer, but also to all the infrastructures need to build a computer. Our short-term goals is economic development, as I mentioned earlier. We are not our target is not the quantum computer in the short term. We want to use the quantum technology to develop new sensors, also to have a secure communication, for example, the quantum key distribution. We work also on technology transfer. We want our local businesses to have access to quantum technology that they can use in their product. We also support startup and spin-off from a university because we think it will be the way that we can achieve economic development. So we had money in our budget in 2019. It's in this budget we had 329 million Canadian dollar to support artificial intelligence. As you can see, we had a lot of thing going on in AI, but we also have a line in the budget. The government wants to support the technologies related to artificial intelligence. So quantum technologies are one of those technology, and we want to connect AI and quantum because each other can help building the future. So what we have in that budget, it's a kind of strategy without the name. We are supporting fundamental research with university chairs and also with fundamental project. We also promote entrepreneurship by supporting incubator and accelerators. We want also to have a lot of startups that can help achieving our goals. We are expanding our infrastructure, so we we wish to compare high performance computing, a classical computer with quantum computer. We also support the integration of value chains from the fundamental research to commercialization. So we support the Institut Quantique in Sherbrooke, as well as the 3IT and the C2MI, so we can go from fundamentals to commercialization. We also support ALS to have access to the international networks. We also support applied research using our research center. We also have activities with CMC microsystems and also with the National Institute of Optics. And we also support collaborative research projects. What we want is to connect university with companies. So at this point, you see here our network of collaborator. So Daria, if you want to take the lead.
Yeah, sure. So what is Québec Quantique? Québec Quantique is the whole ecosystem of actors working for quantum technologies. Consultation table, we call them. So you see here all these actors that we support for different branches of fundamental research, industrial R&D, investors, facilitators, also incubators and accelerators. You see here all the main universities that are really involved in quantum technologies. For sure, Institut Quantique is one of the biggest one, but actually all these universities that we mentioned here, they have forces in different branches of quantum technologies research. So as Marco mentioned, oops, no, I'm still on the same slide. Yeah, right. So the industrial research, for sure, Marco mentioned CMC microsystems, C2MI, 3IT, National Institute of Optics. Facilitators, you recognize for sure Prima Prompt, MITAX for sure, and Numana, which is the previously called Techno Montréal. So they're working on development of relationship with industry and also preparing the roadmap. So where Quebec is going with all this development of quantum technologies and how we can maximize the impact, the economic impact of these technologies. For sure, we have a lot of industries already working in quantum technologies. So the new ones that are developing the disruptive technologies, but also those who will be early adopters of these technologies. So they will ask smaller companies, or they will develop themselves these technologies and integrate it in their business model. 4 incubators are working on supporting startups in this field. So the asset in Sherbrooke, Santec at Montreal, and Entrepreneurial Laval, and the new one, Quantino, which is located at National Institute of Optics. And we have 2 principal funds that are able to, yeah, stop playing with slides. 2 principal funds that are supporting the startups in quantum technologies. It's Santec Fund, Boreal, just announced, and Asset Capital Fund. Also, Quantum Nation is more and more active in Quebec, although it's a fund based in Europe. So maybe very rapidly, next 4 slides.
Yeah, I can go to the last slide, or maybe we can say something about IBMQ.
Right. So for sure, we as a government, we are aware of the strength of Quebec in fundamental research in quantum technologies, but we are working hard on building more and more links with industry and developing this new industrial tissue. So IBM is quite active in developing of quantum computers. We support the access to the prototype of quantum computer of IBM Q System 1 through the support of, in collaboration with Institut Quantique. So all researchers in Quebec are theoretically having the access for this computer. So if you guys have any ideas of running some ideas on this computer, so it's the access is there and government is supporting that. So maybe the 12th slide is important.
We have 1 minute left.
Yes, right. I will use this minute very wisely. So the call for projects in quantum technologies is constantly on. So for the next 2 years, the last deadline was in November, but the next deadline is at the end of May, and every 6 months, then we will receive the propositions. So basically, this call for proposals is composed of 4 streams, aiming to answer the needs of different types of companies. So startups, SMEs who want to work with research centers or any academia, and the collaboration between SMEs and startups. So we wrote for this call for proposals different topics. So it's meant to be very, very inclusive, and for sure we also want this project that are submitted for this call aim the development of industrial sectors. So the first ones that we think will show up. So we're still exploring, right? We think that, well, besides development of quantum computer and different components, we think that there will be impact on life science sector, transport and logistics, and sustainable operations. So just go on, guys. For the streams, collaborative streams. Collaborative streams when SMEs work with research centers and the SMEs and with startups. We actively work with Prompt and Prima, who may help to prepare this project to submit to the ministry. So thank you very much. Any questions?